All right, let's talk about something we, as filmmakers and creators, are constantly chasing. It's that pursuit of higher fidelity, right? That intangible quality that makes an image feel real, feel truly cinematic. Well, today, we're looking at a huge development in that chase. It's a new feature from Kling AI that's promising a massive leap forward in AI video. So let's break down exactly how they plan to pull it off.
So, what's that final hurdle? What really separates AI-generated footage from what we consider true cinema? It's not just about making a picture that moves. It's about building a world that an audience can believe in. It's all in the subtle details, the depth, and just the feel of a shot that makes you forget you're looking at a screen.
And that, right there, brings us to what Kling AI is putting on the table. Their answer is a major technological upgrade, a native 4K mode. Now hold on, this isn't just about cramming in more pixels. It's about what those pixels allow the AI to do from the very beginning. A native 4K foundation means the AI has 4 times the information to work with. It's generating, not just upscaling, a world that has fidelity baked right in. Let's dig into what that actually means for our final output. To really get the impact here, we have to look at the core pieces of their announcement. See, this new realism is built on a couple of key ideas. And the first one, well, it's the most fundamental, and it's only possible because of that 4K pipeline. It all kicks off with a really simple but incredibly powerful promise: more details. In our world, detail is everything. It's the information that sells the shot. It's the difference between just a tree and a specific oak tree, where you can make out the texture of the bark and the way light hits individual leaves. It's the micro information that makes the whole scene believable. So let's translate that into what we actually see. More details means we're getting enhanced sharpness. We can finally start to say goodbye to that soft kind of digital haze that's been a dead giveaway for AI footage. It means greater clarity, where everything from the foreground to the deep background stays nice and defined. And for us, this is absolutely critical because our audiences are watching on big, high-res screens. The worlds we build have to hold up. But, detail by itself can feel a little flat. Almost too clean. To create an image that you can really fall into, we need a second crucial building block. And here it is: more texture. Okay, now for any director or DP out there, this is where things get really exciting. Texture is what gives an object its history, its physical presence. It's usually the first thing that looks off in generated video, but when you get it right, oh man, it sells the entire scene. Texture is what makes a brick wall feel rough to the touch, or a silk scarf look smooth. It's what gives a wooden table that worn, grained look. It creates this sense of depth and tangibility. Without it, you just have a sterile computer graphic. But with it, a flat image starts to become a believable world, one you feel like you could almost step into. This is how we elevate standard footage into something that feels professional, something truly cinematic. And this comparison just lays it all out perfectly. We're looking at the old standard versus this new capability. Over on the left, you've got that telltale softness, those kind of vague surfaces we've all gotten used to. But on the right, you see what that 4K pipeline delivers: sharp, specific details and textures that feel tangible. We're not talking about a small incremental tweak here. This is a fundamental upgrade to the quality of the image itself. So what happens when you combine that rock-solid foundation of detail with that rich, authentic layer of texture? Well, you get the thing we are all ultimately chasing in our craft. You get cinematic realism. Let's just define that for a second. It's that special quality you get only when high detail and authentic texture are working in perfect harmony. It's the synergy between them that creates something that doesn't just look real, but feels real. It's what makes it immersive. This flowchart just nails it. The process is logical. One thing builds on the next. You have to start with that native 4K foundation to even have the room for all that data. Then you need that detail to convincingly render all the little nuances of texture. And it's only when you have all 3 of those things working together that you finally arrive at true cinematic realism. So, the most important thing to get here is that this isn't some magic button. True realism, the kind that captivates an audience, it comes from this powerful combination. The resolution makes the detail possible, and the detail is what brings the texture to life. Each step empowers the next. Which brings us right back around to the ultimate promise here. The goal isn't more pixels or faster renders. No. The only metric that really truly matters for us as creators is delivering more cinematic realism. And that has to be the standard by which we judge these incredible new tools.
And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about, doesn't it? As these tools get closer and closer to closing that gap, to making realism almost effortless, the technical barriers just start to fall away. So the question for us is no longer about if it's possible, but about what we can imagine. When AI truly masters realism, what completely new kinds of stories will we be able to tell?